Hello, mic test one, two. Hello. See. Ayaw pa rin. Ayun. Okay. Ayan, mag-go live na tayo. Okay. Okay, so, hello. Tingnan natin kung okay na. Tingnan ko lang kung gumagalaw ako. Okay, here I am again. Okay, so let's start.
Hello, it's me.
So,
Pay attention, pay attention.
okay, so good evening, everybody. It's already almost quarter to 12. So exact time is uh, 11:42. So in 18 minutes, it will be midnight, and another day will be coming. I do apologize for my the previous video, the episode 2, because I had a problem with the audio. Until now, I'm trying to do my best to fix it. However, uh, based on my video yesterday, it became worse today. But anyway, so I hope this is much clearer, and in the coming days, the audio will be much better. Okay? So, as I said a while ago, that I will try to repeat what I said, just a summarize of the first video. It was just telling everybody about my life as a kid, and then also where I studied, and what work I did, and also what I usually do is teach most of the time. Even though I'm in a BPO, I like to be sharing a lot of things to others. Sorry. Okay. I do hope I received some comments from everybody here on what's happening. Let me see if I have the chat box here because I don't see my chat box. There. Okay. So I'm using OBS. Hopefully this will help me. Okay. Just a moment. Okay. Let me see. I can see the chat box. Anyway, I do hope I can. Okay, just a moment. I'm just looking for the chat box. Okay, so that if anybody of you will be wants to talk to me, it will be easy for me to answer any question, or if there's a problem with my video or my voice, I could easily check it out because at the moment Um, this is just a just some not just a quick practice already. I'm doing my video, and then hopefully I'm going to improve it in the coming days. So I'll be doing this every day. So mahinam nga sana kung may kausap ako, pero anyway, uh, in the future I will be talking to other people, no? Uh, and this is also a journal of my life of what's happening too. So that's the first video that I did was actually some pictures of mine, the glimpse of me, and then also the second one was the first episode on who I am. Actually, it's not a detailed one, but hopefully you get an idea of who I am. And then the second one that was done this afternoon around 6 7. If I could remember, 7. No, so it's all about why I'm sick. So I'm just going to repeat what I said a while ago, last 7 in the afternoon, about uh, why I am doing this video. Okay, so actually I have the dreaded disease, the capital C. But before that, it was just an accident that doctors discovered that I have that disease, the big C. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so um, if I could adjust some information here, because there, hopefully I can improve on my voice. O yan, kaya parang kakanta ako ah. Okay, no? Okay, so hello, hello, hello. Yan. Okay, so it's much clearer. Hello. So this much a clear voice because I removed some of the noise at the background. Okay, I believe I found out the secret of this. Anyway, so I was diagnosed with a big C, but before that, what really happened is that just a moment. Okay, there. Okay, so here. Habang wala pa akong kasama dito sa pag-usap at wala pang nanonood, okay lang. Kasi ikukuwento ko na ngayon, no? Alam niyo naman eh, yung sa mga nakakilala sa akin eh, Filipino time. Pag sinabing 7, 7, 12, 12 o 6, 6, nandun na ako, maaga pa ako. Even in the sa YouTube video, sumusunod pa rin ako sa oras, no? Because it's very important to tell a story of who you are. Sometimes people will tell something about you and they don't have the bigger picture. And then they do not know what the background of the person unless they heard it from another person. And then another person, another person. So, nangyayari eh, chismis. Uso na ngayon yan, yung chismis. But right now I'm doing this is not a chismis, is actual coming firsthand from me because I'm the one here telling it directly to you. If you want to know more about me, and then also uh, it's so nice to tell stories about life. And I'm more than 50, actually 53. I'll be celebrating 54th this coming November. Okay, but before that happens, I have to undergo some treatment, a very long treatment that started last January. Actually, all my life I'm always sick. Okay, and the one that bothers me was my asthma. Okay, I'm very allergic to some dust, and then also not that I'm lazy, but uh, especially when dust is flying all over the house when you paglilinis ka, nagwawalis ka. So when you clean the house, then move some things around the house or arrange some chairs, arrange some tables, it brings out the dust, and then that causes me to have an asthma attack. And sometimes I would have it a worst case scenario. I'm always hospitalized, especially when I was working, and then the environment is not conducive for me because of the dust. So I'm always in the hospital if I have an attack. But it doesn't let me stop my work because I really know what triggers my asthma. Okay? Anyway, that is what I'm feeling, especially when I was a child and until I work until now. I have asthma, but it was already controlled and maintained by medication. So it's an expensive life. Not only that you eat well, but you have to take some maintenance medicine because of the asthma. So, and most of the time, I run out of medication because of it's really an expensive way of life. Not that I couldn't save, but I'm always spending money for medication, especially maintenance. you could always go to Starbucks all the time, but me, Starbucks time to time, but I have to buy medicine, and I always have to carry a bag, a shoulder bag, because it's full of medicine. So uh, it came to a worst time wherein it was during this pandemic that I had this discovery of a lot of things about myself, especially my body. And then it all started last January 2021 when I had some stomach cramps, and then it's very hard to defecate. That's very painful. And then I can't go to the hospital immediately because of the pandemic. There's quarantine, there's protocol, so it's so hard to get some help. And then it all happened 2 to 3 days. Uh, for 2 to 3 days, I've been suffering going to the comfort room just to defecate. I know that's a dirty job, defecating, no? Pumunta sa banyo para dumumi. So, it's so hard. But uh, once you relieve yourself, the pain eases. But what I did was I have do some, because it's always happening all the time. I cannot go to the hospital immediately. So what I did is just to do teleconferencing uh, with the hospital doctors. So talking to the doctors on over the phone, and then telling me what to do. Okay, so I have to do some laboratory, going to a lab just to have me have my laboratory, and then I have to present that to the doctor. And then what happened is that because of his pain, I have to go to the hospital emergency room immediately. Okay, because I only know a few doctors. So the friendly doctor from Tondo Medical Center, the one who helped me, uh, because that's the only hospital that I go to most of the time. So, tsaka, and then uh, I don't have the money to go to hospital nearby, because most of them are private hospitals. So I don't have money during that time. So I went to the hospital, and then there I was diagnosed to have amoebiasis. Okay. So I've been given medication. So for several months, that with medication, it eases the pain. But unfortunately, uh, from time to time, I have some problems with my digestive system. So what happened in the afterward is that I I have to call again to the doctors and tell them what happened. They changed my medication again. So they suggested to do some colonoscopy so that they will find out what's happening, because there are blood in my stools. So afterwards, afterwards, that went on and on. I never able to get colonoscopy because of it's expensive, and again money, and it's pandemic, so money goes to the food. Okay, and other essential things in the house bills. Okay, so but on October 27, 2021, that's the date that I always remember. That October 27, wherein I had a terrible headache. Okay, masakit ang ulo ko. So, hindi sa batok eh, dito, front ng ulo ko. So, forehead. So, what happened is that because it's very painful, I asked my friends here in the house to accompany to the emergency room. Really, it's very terrible. Okay. So when I went to the hospital, the doctors in the emergency room had an ECG done to me, and then told them I have some chest pains also, and then some weakness on my legs and my left arm. So what they did, another ECG, and they did some CT scan, and then what happened is that voila, not voila, no. very surprised that I'm having a heart attack, and also I had a stroke, and they found out that this was my second stroke. I did remember having some problems before. It was a second stroke because they saw in the CT scan uh, what they saw there, and then they relayed it to me. So the prognosis is that I have to have my heart checked immediately. Okay. So what happens next is that I was supposed to be transferred to heart center. So I have a asthma, heart attack, stroke. Now going to the hospital to Philippine Heart Center, but it didn't went through because my COVID test came out positive. So asthma, heart attack, stroke. That's why I'm having problems with my fingers here in counting stroke, and then COVID. So there are four already. COVID. So after that, mm, so I have to be quarantined to another hospital. The emergency room of Pasig City General Hospital cannot accommodate me because of my COVID. So what happened is that they sent me using the ambulance going to the Pasig City Children's Hospital. That's our quarantine hospital here. And then at the Children's Hospital, I have to be bedridden for more than 15 days. Bedridden, I'm not allowed to stand or sit upright, just lay down because of my condition. I have a heart condition, and they don't want to strain me, but I am confined on the bed. And then afterwards, uh, what happened is that they did another CT scan on me, and then they saw something in my digestive system. So they advised me after quarantine that I do have a colonoscopy and an endoscopy to because they want to rule out any obstruction on my digestive system or any bleeding ulcers because I'm still bleeding because and then they have to transfuse 6 packs of blood. Thank you for the donors. Okay, and those who also uh, went to Rizal Medical Center just to donate for me some blood and had some transfusion so that my because of my bleeding. And afterwards, mm, after I went to Pasig City Hospital after the quarantine, I have to save some money, and then but it's not enough. Thank you to my friends, especially my brothers and one sister, that I was able to go to the UERM. It was recommended by another doctor to have my endoscopy there because Pasig City General Hospital doesn't have any gastroenterologists. They're the ones who are doing uh, the endoscopy and colonoscopy. So the doctors in UERM took pictures, not my actual picture, but the picture inside of my body. So what happened then is that uh, afterwards, after seeing the report from the gastroenterologist, they recommended that I meet a surgeon. Okay, and then I sent the result to my friendly doctor who I know, and then he suggested uh, to have it operated immediately because it is no good that I'm still bleeding. Okay, so what happened? I had to go an emergency surgery, but during that time, I have to consult a, cardiologist because of my heart. That's also main. Then when I talked to my cardiologist for clearance, they told me that before they can do some intervention about my heart, I have to undergo a they have to have my bleeding fixed first, because if they're going to do an angioplasty on my heart, they cannot do it because of the bleeding. I might bleed during the operation. Okay, so of my heart. So what happens that I had a surgery, and then uh, with a biopsy done on me, so I have the what's again, uh, asthma, heart attack, stroke, asthma, heart attack, stroke, COVID, and then the fifth one, the big C, cancer. So I have five diseases during that time. Okay, so that's how sick I am. If you look at me right now, you will say, "Paano mo lang sakit eh?" I can be persuasive in a way that I can act like I'm not sick, but still I'm in pain every day, and then I don't sleep that. When I sleep, it's not that normal cycle of sleeping. Okay, I will tell you about that. Because of the surgery, I do not sleep very well. So after the surgery, they did a colectomy, and then exploratory laparoscopy. What those are things, they are doctor medical terms. What they did is they opened my abdomen to see if what's the problem, and then they cut a portion of my colon, the large intestine, because that's the place where I'm having some problem because of the bleeding on that spot. So what they did is that they removed that section, almost 16 centimeters in length. Okay, palm length. Okay, palm length. Ayan. No, uh, and they connected it again. Okay. However, I have to have an ileotomy, so they have to put my small intestine, the opening on the side of my body, on the right side. I will tell about that in another video about what is an ileotomy. Okay. Sometimes they say that I have a colostomy bag. Okay. So that's another video I'm going to be creating. So I hope I give you an idea of how sick I am. So sometimes, most of the time, I'm asthmatic, but I do not let that bother me. But sometimes I avoid things because of my asthma. Now I'm avoiding a lot of things because of my mm, condition right now. It is not very contagious, except for the COVID. I know. Uh, Napakahirap na may mga sakit ka, pagkatapos nun, okay lang kung isa o dalawa ang sakit mo. But 5, 'no, 5 sakit mo, pagkatapos nun iba-iba ang gamutan, 'no? So, uh, that's not all, okay? So, on my next video tomorrow, ngayon na pala, mamaya pala, is that I'm going to tell you more about the looking for a hospital. Okay? Uh, so I don't have any specific hospital. I have 7 hospital. Okay? Sabihin ko sa inyo kung bakit 7. Ba't lang hindi sa isang hospital na lang? Kung milyonaryo lang ako, di isang hospital na lang, di ba? Okay? But anyway, hindi lang dahil doon sa hindi kaya ng isang hospital, kundi I have to do some this drastic measure of looking for hospital so that I can be treated. And then also, because of my condition, not only that I have the fifth one, isa nga dapat isali ko dyan yung sakit sa bulsa. Hindi naman medical sakit yun, yung sakit sa bulsa. But I know it is the sickness of a lot of us, sakit sa bulsa. Kahit doktor, hindi magagamot yun, yung sakit sa bulsa. No? Uh, but I'm very thankful pa rin na we are surviving. Okay? And then we want to survive. Okay? This disease, that's why I'm telling you about what's happening to me, so that uh, you can learn something. You will know what's happening to me. And then for me, it will be very, very helpful for me just to ease the depression, not only the depression, but also take the weight out of me. Na ako lang nakakaalam na itong sakit, baka pagdating ng oras, may magtanong sa akin, ano ba nangyari sa'yo? Di kukwento ko na naman from the beginning to the end. Sabihin ko sa inyo, kung 5 sakit ko, there are 5 story, 5 chapters. Kung 7 hospital, ilang chapter yun? The 7 chapters na story ako. No? So, that's why I'm creating this so that you will understand and then you will be more educated on what's happening. Para bang sakit ng marami, no? No, napunta sa akin lahat. But anyway, I'm not uh, I'm just looking forward, being positive on the things that's happening to me. Not that I regret the things that I did, but these are lessons in life that even though this happened to us, we are still here. We're still standing. I can go around, but limited. And then, sabi ko nga sa Facebook ko, I don't want to be useless. No, no. Even though I'm sick, I'm not useless. This is something that I can do. I can share to all of you. If you are listening to me right now, hope you watch my video and then do some comments so that I can talk about it. And then this most of my video will be done live, so you can ask question and you can always uh, have a chance to know me and then be a friend and then like my video, share it, and then also subscribe. Importante yan para naman makatulong sa akin. No? Sa YouTube daw makakatulong. So, I hope this could help because this is a long journey and it will take time for me to be healed. Not completely healed because there's already a big scar in my body and I'm always having my hands pricked by needles. Binibilang ko nga, baka naka 415 na nga na tusok sa aking kamay. But I can carry naman din, no? Kung minsan masakit sa una, lalo na pag malalaki ang mga needles. Sandali lang, checking ko lang yung kung nagla-live ito sa akin, no? Okay, good. Nagla-live, no? Gusto ko rin makita sa cellphone ko kung nakikita ko kung ang live itong aking ah, yung aking ginagawa. Hopefully live din sana, no? Okay. Hopefully mukha yatang ano. Okay. Okay, at saka notification nyo activate nyo para alam nyo na live ako. Okay? Videos. Okay. Ayun, naka-live ako. So hopefully share ko ito. Share ko sa ano ko ba si share? Share ko sa copy ko yung link. Nakakalimutan ko i-share, no? Dapat pala ginagawa ko lagi yun, mag-share. No, share ko ulit ito sa aking share ko sa ayun, paste ko, post ko. Yun, may post ko na. Okay, so hopefully about this website. Okay. Ayan, na-post ko na. So, I'll be doing a lot of, okay. And I just received a news here of people dying. Some of my friends are already left this world, going to the resting place. I know I don't want to be part of it, but that's reality. That's where we're going, everybody. And I hope that before I go to that next step in life, I hope I can share a lot of things. I guess it's also my wish that to leave something behind. Okay, but we won't do that in. It will be soon, but not now. Okay, so Yun, ah, what I'm telling you right now is that let us do this, okay? At ano, so I have tingnan mo, dalawa na kaagad sa Facebook. Kaya ako minsan ayoko na tingnan ng Facebook dahil sa ganyan eh. But I do greet people happy birthdays and then send my sympathy to those who I've known. I can't visit them or even talk to them most of the time because it takes a lot of my time also, no? And then sometimes nakakalimutan natin yung mga dapat gawin, but we put na lang may Facebook, we can remember the birthdays and then also see something what's happening with our friends. Even though it's during the pandemic, it's very helpful to be online. So those are my by five major diseases. So asthma, heart attack, stroke, COVID, and cancer. Okay? Simpleng-simple lang, no? Pero parang sinasabi ko lang, okay lang yan, magka-cancer ka, magka-heart attack ka. Pero sabi ko, dapat 5 tao ang nakakaano nun, di ba? Isang sakit lang, yung hirap-hirap na. 5 pa kaya sabay-sabay, no? Sabay-sabay. Actually, on October 27, 5 na yun eh, no? It took only some time to find out that that is what's happening on my to me and what's happened, the changes in my body, that I have 5 diseases in just one day to discover it, no? Kung hindi pa ako inatake, na stroke, eh, hindi ako hindi ako makaka-cope up na ah, ang hirap, no? Ano ba ito? Update lang ito ng computer, no? Okay. So, I do hope na malaman nyo na grabe naman, 5 sakit kaagad, puro nasa extreme sakit raw ng mayayaman. Actually, pag ganito sakit mo, kailangan milyonado ka para gumaling. But if you have 1 million friends, bakit mo kailangan ng 1 million kung may 1 million kaibigan ka? Pero sa Facebook ko, 3,000 lang, kaya wala ka 1 million, okay lang, no? No? Pero pag nagtulong-tulungan talagang gagaling isang tao. At saka kung ako, kung merong gustong walang makausap diyan na may sakit, okay lang ako, kausapin niyo ako. Kahit ako kausapin niyo, kahit ako may sakit, kakausapin ko kayo. It's because talking about what's happening to you, what's happening around you, wala kang makausap, nandito ako. Mas nag-usap tayo. Okay? So there will be 2 section, yung telling the story. I think ni-repeat ko lang yung video ko kaninang 7 o'clock dahil kasi alam ko hindi niyo tatapusin yung video dahil sa pangit yung audio, para kung walang boses. Ngayon meron na. So hopefully na ma-improve ko pa itong video nito with the sound, with some pictures. Gagamit tayo. Pero unahin ko muna maayos ko yung audio kasi yun ang importante. Para kang parang startup ito, no? Startup. I have a lot of things to share, no? Not only what's happening to me, gagawa ko ma-separate video about yung mga bagay-bagay na hindi nyo na itatanong, nahihiya, kung minsan. But tell you, mas nakakahiya pag hindi natin alam kung hindi tayo nagtatanong kasi mahirap no? Mahirap pag hindi nagtanong, no? Mali na pala ang nangyayari sa buhay mo, buhay natin, pag hindi nagtanong. Ako, nabut ko yung 5 sakit na yon dahil tanong ako ng tanong, no? Minsan alam ko na magastos, pero I believe that there is a higher entity that controls everything. Okay? And sometimes I always tell myself, kung wala, wala. Kung meron, meron. If we have, we have. If we don't, we don't. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to live and then you're just going to be regretting it in time. So things happens because there's a reason when it happens, and it would, then you will realize you survived it, no? Ako nga, October, tingnan yun, tagal-tagal na, no? October last year hanggang ngayon eh, naalala ko, paano ko na-survive yun? Paano? How about some of us here, no, na nakikinig? How did you survive the situation? You want it to happen again? Yes, it could happen again, but if not uh, sa atin ulit, no, kundi with someone you know, a friend, and then the number one thing that makes it so sad is because we are going to deny it first. No, I think that's not the right attitude. If you are sick, don't deny it. You have to accept it. That happens, and then we have to go forward on what to do next. Okay? That's the only way to fight the disease, fight COVID pandemic. Just follow the doctors, then we will get well. No, kahit tulad ko, no, dapat nag-give up na ako dahil sa gastos because the sickness of the pocket. But I want to survive. I have to do something. Pag hindi pwede, kahit sinisigawan ako, okay lang, no? Baka hindi yun dapat yun, no? Bakit pito ang hospital ko? Bakit ganun? Hindi na lang isang hospital. Kumisan nga, maglalakad ako ng papers, kumisan umahaba ang pila. Bakit ganun? No? Tatanong mo, makikipila ka. Hindi naman itong mga kasama ko dati. Bakit noon, itong mga kasama ko nakabarong, naka-suit pa. Ba't yung naka-t-shirt na lang, lagi na ako naka-short. Sorry na lang pag palagi ako naka-short dahil napakahirap na merong bag sa gilid ng iyong katawan, no? Napakahirap. Lalo na pag stroke ka, napakahirap gumalaw. So we'll talk about a lot of things. So thank you very much sa inyo, no? Pero pag maganda usapan, sige lang, hanggang kaya natin. But I have to end this early because mamaya, bawal na pala akong kumain sa totoo lang. Bawal ako kumain, hindi sa palagi hindi ako kakain, hindi pwede. So, I'm not going to eat from now until early this morning because I'm going to undergo a procedure, what we call a radiotherapy. So, that's one of the treatment for cancer, radiotherapy. So, susunugin ng mga cancer cells. So, ganun. Usapan din natin yan. No? Usapan din natin yan. Para malaman nyo anong pakiramdam. Kahit wala kayo, at least you know. Because being ignorant of things, it doesn't excuse us of not accepting if somebody has it. Hindi na pandidirihan yan. No? And then also, putting happiness, having fun on what's happening, but not insulting to patients. And that's very important. So, mamaya, I have to wake up. I have to tulog ako sandali. So, I have to wake up to avoid traffic. Nag-text sa akin ng doktor, dalawa pa sila, no? Ganyan ako kamahal ng mga doktor ng Jose Reyes, R. Reyes Memorial Medical Center na tumutulong sa akin. Ganyan ako kamahal. Tinetext sila ako. Hindi ko na, dati kasi ako nagte-text. Ngayon sila nagte-text na pumunta ako because it's very hard to have a schedule for my radiotherapy, so, and even chemotherapy. So, ang ginawa, tinext sila ako so that pupunta ako and then reminding me sa oras ko, 7 in the morning. So, kailangan ko maaga nagising, mga 4 o'clock siguro, and then alis na ako ng by 4:30 dahil sa traffic. Di bali na maghintay ako ng 1-2 oras sa hospital. Importante, handun na ako, relax ako. No? So, radiotherapy actually is the start. What is the start of radiotherapy is malalaman nyo bukas din. Ikwento ko sa inyo as part of my video what's happening every day because that's very important for me to record it and then also to get to tell you the story about what's happening because this is the treatment of cancer. Sabi nga nila, ang treatment ng cancer is mahal at saka matagal. So this is it. So that you will be aware of it and then you become if you know somebody who is sick with cancer, then you will know how to react. No, it's very important because sa dami ng pasyente na may cancer, katulad ko halos araw-araw nasa ospital ako, tinitingnan ko sila. Minsan nahahawa ako sa kanila sa board at saka sa mga problema, no? But there is a solution always, I'm telling them, no? Pag kinakausap ko yung gusto makausap sa akin, yung hindi busy, hindi masakit ang ulo, baka sasigawan tayo. Anyway, so that's it. So thank you very much for listening, and then hopefully tomorrow it will be hindi masyado matraffic, and then also I would be able to give you an experience firsthand on what is radiotherapy. No? Hindi ito K-drama, ha? Pasensya na po. Hindi ito K-drama. This is real story. No? True to life. Real life. Okay? So thank you very much for listening, and also thank you very much for being with me. Kahit na late nyo mapapanood ito, you can repeat it later on YouTube. So and then what I requesting lang sa inyo, watch, like, subscribe, and hit that notification, sabi nga nila, so that you will know when I will be online and where's the video available. If you like it, then you watch it. And then I have so that you can help me just by watching and then subscribing. Makaling tulong yon, and then share it pala. Okay? So thank you very much, and have a great night. Okay? Bye-bye now. Okay? Bye. Paano ba ito? So, bye. Okay? Habang ako susunod dyan, no? So, thank you very much.